sitting in a bit of a new spot today. I don't remember whether I've sat in this spot before, but it's got the pram instead of books. But don't worry, there are plenty of books. This week I'm coming to you with a new to me subscription box, my Chronicle Book Box. This one is a sci-fi box. It comes out quarterly. They also do a crime and mystery box, either monthly or quarterly. This one has 3 books in. You get 1 book in a monthly box and 3 books in a quarterly box. So it all evens out in the end. I do like crime, as you've probably noticed, but I don't find it difficult to read in as much crime as I want. I do often find that I don't read as much sci-fi as I'd like. And it was while I was whining about how I'd got to June and not read any sci-fi, none at all in the whole year, that my husband said, get the book. So excited about that. And it's my first time. Ooh. So it's got my name on the top. I'm guessing this is an says I read past my bedtime. It's a postcard. So I think it's got 3 books and 3 goodies. I'm not sure whether I should read the letter first or not. Aha! It says, let me introduce you to the contents. There are spoilers ahead, so it's up to you if you read it before you unpack the box. I am going to leave that till later. But hopefully that'll give me all the details. Oh, look at this! It's an alien bathtub. How cute is that? Oh, that's cute. Look, it's a stack of books with a telescope on the top. It's a pin. Books are all wrapped. Souls by Rena Barron. I've not heard of this one. I'm assuming that I'm not going to have heard of most of them. Born to a family of powerful witch doctors, Ara longs for magic of her own, but she fails at bone magic, fails to see the future, and fails to call upon the ancestors. With each passing year, her ambitious mother looks on her with ever-growing disapproval. If she does not receive magic soon, it may never come. But there is one thing Ara hasn't tried. It's possible to trade years from your own life for a taste of power, a cheap trick with a heavy price, for you cannot know how much time each ritual will take. It's something Ara never would have stooped to, until children began to disappear from the city. When Ara trades her life for magic to find the child snatcher, she uncovers secrets so terrible and shocking that her world is changed forever. Well, that sounds good. It's really pretty. She looks scared but determined, doesn't she? It's brilliant. Love the cover. What are the covers by? Holly McDonald. I should bear that in mind. And this is... it's described as a rich and moving fantasy inspired by Rena's upbringing and stories of voodoo and folk magic in her community, and from a desire to read about girls like her having adventures, saving the world and falling in love. So that sounds really exciting, doesn't it? Okay, the next one. I'm going to open green on it. Green, blue. I think the blue one is slightly bigger than the green one, so I'm going to open the green one first. Q, that's what it's called. By Christina Doucher. In this world, perfection is everything. Eleanor Fairchild is a teacher at one of the state's new elite schools. Her daughters are exactly like her, beautiful, ambitious and perfect. A good thing, since the recent mandate that swept the country is all about perfection. Now, everyone must undergo routine tests for their quotient, Q, and any children who don't measure up are placed into new government schools. Instead, teachers can focus on the gifted. Elena tells herself it's not about eugenics, not really. But when one of her daughters scores lower than expected, as is taken away, she intentionally fails his own test to go with her. But what Elena discovers is far more terrifying than she ever imagined. Okay, that sounds quite scary. Huh. Christina Doucher has a doctorate in theoretical linguistics, specialising in the phonetics of sound change in Italian and British dialects. Q is her second novel. That sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Wow. I don't know who Carrie Buck is. I'm going to look that up and come back to you, because it says, in memory of Carrie Elizabeth Buck, 1906 to 1983, into the children she and so many others were denied. So I'm guessing this is a book about eugenics, and it's based on real world stuff. Okay, so Carrie Buck was someone who was forcibly sterilised for being feeble-minded, and her and argued this in the courts, and the courts upheld it, the order, saying it wasn't against the US Constitution. Her sister was also sterilised when she had appendicitis without her knowledge. She only found out, or obviously consent, she only found out about that when she couldn't have children later on and was going through the medical procedures to work out what was going on. And so Carrie Buck fought against this unfair law and lost. And so yeah, it's about eugenics and the people who think it's reasonable to I'm finding this idea quite upsetting, because this is something that I didn't realise ever happened. Well, now I know. I wonder whether there's a book in more detail about it. Well, there's this one. Every Sky a Grave by Jay Posse. It was the language that united them. It was the language that had lifted the human race from the dust and granted them the stars as inheritance. There was power within its words. Her word is her weapon. Mankind has spread out and conquered the galaxy by mastering the fundamental language of the universe. With the right training, the right application of words, truth itself can be rearranged. Language is literally power. Peace reigns now, order reigns. For if a planet deviates too far from what the authorities plan, an agent is sent out to correct that. To quietly and with great skill end that world. One such agent is Alice, a true believer. But on a clandestine mission to stop an uprising before it can truly begin, Alice began to realise she hasn't been told the whole truth herself. There's so much she doesn't know. How can there be people whose truth is different to that of the authorities? Alice's faith in the powers that be is shaken just when she needs it most. While on her mission, a dark and unknown presence makes itself known at the edge of the galaxy, and it cannot be controlled, for nobody knows its name. Exhilarating and utterly original, Every Sky Grave is an epic tale of truth and power among the stars. That sounds very exciting, and it's the start. I keep saying excited, but I'm very excited by all of these books. I'm looking forward to reading them, and and maybe with my bath. I'm not sure this one is the right size for a bath book, but this one is. So, and my pin, and my postcard. The answer is we've got an acrylic pin, which I hadn't opened up, so I didn't quite notice it's acrylic, made from 100% recycled plastic, and a design celebrating our desire to read and look among the stars. The alien bath bomb comes from Posh Brat's Bath and Body Boutique. And I don't know who designed the cards, but that was exclusive for that too. And yeah. Oh, and I've got notes, readers' letters, and book plates. Excited about that, and I hope you are too. Let me know which of those you most want to hear about down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.